Hi, this is Tim Mai. Welcome to the 1000 Deals in 30 Days challenge. We are on day number 23. Yay! When we are in module number 4, which is how to close, get paid, rinse, and repeat this entire process so you can do more deals, make more money. All right. And so yesterday you learned how to prepare and coordinate closing. And so today I'm going to go a little bit further into that and teach you how to review title commitments as well as HUD1 settlement statements. Okay, so that way you know what they are and how to I guess how to review them and figure out what you need to work on, what you need to to do as your next step to move the closing forward and close on it. And so let me first explain to you what a title commitment is. A title commitment is basically a statement, or it's what happens is this: when you have a property under contract, the seller, the buyer got a property under contract, and you turn that contract into a title company or an attorney to do title search, to do title work on it. When they're done doing their title search, what they're going to return back to you is this title commitment that basically says, I'm willing to commit to providing you with a title policy, a title insurance policy for this house if you meet these criteria and requirements that we have in this commitment. So basically, they're willing to commit to giving you a title policy, assuming you're taking care of all of these liens and stuff to clear it. Okay, and so that's what a title commitment is, and I'll show it to you in a little bit here. The second thing we're going to talk about today is a HUD1 settlement statement. And a HUD1 settlement statement is a document that basically detailed out what are all of the numbers, the dollar numbers in this transaction, and show what the purchase price is, what the down payment's going to be, if there's any assignment fee, what are all of the closing costs involved, how much the seller's going to have to bring, how much the buyer's going to have to bring to closing, who's getting what money. And so you can kind of think of it like a spreadsheet that detailed out all of the money the transferring of money within this transaction. Okay, and so I'm gonna go ahead and open up a title commitment here. So here's an example of a title commitment from Stewart Title. Okay, Stewart Title is one of the the bigger, if not the biggest, title companies in the U.S. They provide a lot of title insurance policy. Okay, and all right, so I'm going to scroll down here. In this commitment, the first, the Schedule A here will tell you, what the policy is going to be, basically how much the buyer is buying the policy for. And it also shows you who is on title to the property, okay, who's on the deed of record, okay, the legal description of the property. Okay. Schedule B, you don't have to worry too much. These are exceptions from coverage, meaning they will sell you the title insurance with these exceptions on it. All right, and these are like your deed restrictions and stuff like that. They list all of these things. On this page here, you don't have to worry too much about this page. Okay, for most of the time. There are times when you're gonna worry about them, but most of the time you don't need to worry about this this page. What you do need to be careful on is when we get to this next schedule here, Schedule C. Okay, and the beginning of Schedule C has pretty standard information. Okay, And as you scroll down a little bit further, once you get past this standard stuff, and if you're not sure, you can ask your title company to explain this to you line by line. They'll do that for you. All right, so here now you get to paragraph number 10. You get into the more specific now. So basically, this property has, after the title search is done, is saying that there's a vendor's lien on this property that was filed in November of 2008, from Fannie Mae here. Okay, all right, and for $40,000. I hope you can see this here. Here's the county clerk's file number. And so you move down further, and it has a few more information. But basically, the only thing that we need to worry about on this deed is this paragraph number 10 here, saying that this is the only lien on record that they found, that the lien, the mortgage was taken out for $40,000. Okay, back in November 2008. Okay, any other stuff we don't need to worry about. And it also tells you here, title vested in the following instrument, special warranty deed. That normally happens when you buy an REO, bank-owned properties. They give you a special warranty deed, at least here in the state of Texas anyways, and not a normal warranty deed. A special warranty deed basically says that they only warranty the title from the time that the bank foreclosed and owned the property to the time that they sell it. They don't warrant the deed anytime before they own the property. Okay, so apparently this owner bought it from Fannie Mae back in 2008, and now he's wanting to sell it, right? And so there's other schedules, Schedule D, other things here. You don't have to worry too much. It tells you here the owner policy is going to be it's going to be $891. Okay, $891 is the insurance policy for this. It goes further down here. All right, so that's where the title commitment ends. Now this title company went ahead and also sent in their wiring instructions. So if the buyer needs to wire in the money to their bank account, they could do that. Okay, and some standard disclosure stuff beyond this. And then they also send in the tax certificate as well. So basically, they pull and find out, what if there's any taxes owed against the property. If so, how much. It also tells you here the tax appraised value is $140,000 for this house. Here's some taxes that are due. Okay, and so so basically it runs through liens, it runs through any taxes that are back due taxes, so that way if there's any taxes, anything that's due, they can go ahead and put that into the HUD1 settlement statement to detail that out. Okay, so now let's move to the next part here, which is reviewing the HUD1 settlement statement. Okay. All right, so here's the HUD1 settlement statement on this particular property. All right, and as you can see here, here's the buyer that's buying the property. I hope you can see this. I don't know if this video zoom in for you to see, but here's the seller, the property, the place, the title company place. And you see here the contract price is $107,000. Okay, the buyer's closing cost is here $400 for the standard charges, and then there's also 2 assignment fees for $2,300 each. Okay, remember, because there's a wholesaler assignment fee and there's the wholesale marketer assignment fee. So there's 2 assignment fees here. Here's what it shows on the seller side. All right, and so total the buyer is paying $112,000 for this property. Okay, the seller is getting $107,000 for the property, and the seller has over $2,300 in closing costs, $2,332.84 in closing costs. It's a payoff mortgage of $38,666.55. So the seller's getting a lot of cash back. There's $2,998.30 for the property taxes. All right. And then you get down here and you see the cash from borrower. Borrower is supposed to bring $3,000 to closing. And cash from seller is $61,391.65. All right. And we move further down here. And you will see, because the borrower in this case is borrowing, I didn't show you that part, but principal amount of new loan, they're borrowing $107,409.34 to do this transaction. Okay, so they probably borrow from a private lender to do that. Okay. And so the seller is paying for all of the closing costs, as you can see here on the right side. Okay, so that's why the buyer's closing cost only $400, while the seller's closing cost $2,332.84. Now, the closing cost stuff, that's all negotiable. Okay, you know, it's just a matter of adding or subtracting from the sales price to move the numbers around. So that's the HUD1 settlement statement. And so, you know, so you want to review the title commitment to see if there's any liens on it. Just ask the title company if there is any, if you're not sure how to review it, and they'll tell you what you need to do to clear out those liens. Review the HUD1 settlement statement to see what kind of fees are involved. Follow up with the buyer and the seller to make sure that everybody is ready for closing. They have all of the, you know, all of the stuff in place, survey and appraisal and everything in place. Schedule for closing. So now you want to go ahead and schedule an exact date and time of when to come to closing. Okay. And I want to show you real quick here. If you want to play around with the HUD1 settlement statement, what you can do is you can log into the members area of Due Deals, and you know, on the left side there, under More, click on HUD1, and you can play around with this online HUD1 that we have for you, and you can punch in some numbers here, and it'll go through and calculate some of the closing costs that I put in. I put in very minimal, so you can add in anything else, and you can see how the numbers play when there's mortgage company involved and how much to pay off and things of that nature. Okay. All right. So play around with that. This HUD1 settlement statement. Okay. So your homework for today is to continue to work on your deals. All right. So whatever deals you have going on, continue to work on it. If you're ready to schedule for closing, congratulations, schedule for closing. As far as our contest is concerned, you know, we're still going to keep Module 3 contest throughout this entire Module 4. And so whoever has the most investor lenders committed is going to win a private lender list from us. Okay? And to ask your questions, go ahead and ask it in the forum. Go to 1000dealsin30days.com. On the top right corner, click on Member Access. Go in there, click on the forum. I'm having my staff to compile all of the questions in the forums for me, so that way I'm going to do, you know, in the upcoming videos here, I'm going to do some videos just to answer all of the questions at once, so that way you guys, you know, so that way you guys get all of your questions answered in one spot. Okay. So with that, I want to thank you so much for, you know, for making it this far and for watching this video. I look forward to helping you more and training you more. And so I'll see you on tomorrow's training. Bye-bye for now.